one thing that we found, and I'll talk about this more in the next session, is that peer educators are really effective around some of these. The other thing that I think we're leaving out in our messages are often about preventing pregnancy, and we're not talking to kids about preventing STIs. And that's oftentimes where, so we do this program called Making Proud Choices, and we had a pretty young guy in it this spring. And he apparently started out going, we handed out condoms pretty much every week, and he came in and he took this big handful of condoms and put them in his pocket and was kind of posturing. And then we did the class on, the sexually transmitted diseases and infections, and the next week he came in and he takes this handful of condoms back and he puts them in and he's like, I'm never having sex, ever. That's just, I didn't know it was going to be that gross, But he wouldn't do that in front of the other kids. He did that in front of the group leader because he trusted her. And she did actually still talk him, about taking condoms because it's still a good idea just in case. But think about what kids aren't getting. And really, even if kids are embarrassed, really kind of pushing them to find ways to have those conversations. If they won't have it with you, can you set them up with an educator at a clinic? We've got great teen clinics in the cities. If we can get kids connected to those, their educators can break down barriers with pretty much anyone. So, again, I think that one of the things that is a risk factor for kids is this idea of they don't have hope for the future. They're pretty fatalistic. They don't know what's going to come from them. Their experiences are often, I think we find a lot of our teen parents are also the children of teen parents. And so this is sort of what they expect and what they know. And there's oftentimes a real barrier there because their parents are trying so hard not to have their kids be teen parents that somehow the lines of communication completely get shut down. And so they aren't able to have any sorts of conversations about this. So really thinking about, helping kids form those goals for the future and helping them break those goals down into manageable steps. So we're working with a young woman